Hey y'all. So it's early in the morning and I am on a rant. So let's get started. Yesterday the prosecution just ended their case in the Derek Chauvin trial. So now the defense is getting ready to put their case on. I know that it would be full of hypotheticals because that's what he's been dealing in. The defense attorney, he's always dealing in hypotheticals. What if this had happened? What if that had happened? Things that didn't actually really happen. So hopefully the jury can see that he's not actually talking about things that are pertaining to what happened to George Floyd, that he's dealing in hypotheticals, and that's not going, like, that doesn't prove to me that your client is innocent. And I went into this with an open mind. You haven't proven to me that he's innocent. Sorry, not when you're sitting up there dealing in hypotheticals. And honestly, I need to hear him to take the stand so I can hear what he say. That's not gonna happen, but hey. A thing that made me sad was a 20-year-old was killed by a cop just the other day. That hurt my feelings a lot because he was young, and the only thing I could think about is I've been to so many funerals last year and this year, and I have a funeral to go to Saturday. Death is so final. Like, when you die, you go to the morgue and you lay in a freezer. And that's what's happening to that 20-year-old right now. He is in the morgue and in the freezer. He's not living his life. He's not going out. He's not hanging out. It's gone. It's forever. It's forever. And they either lay you out in a casket or they burn your body until your ashes. The officer should have known. The officer should have known the weight of the gun and the stun gun. I want to give the officer I want to give it the benefit of the doubt. But my question is that why? I mean, does your training tell you that you need to pull a gun on somebody that fast? You know what I'm saying? An unarmed person running away from you, or even your stun gun. Like, do you need to pull it that fast? I'm just saying fast. Should you not take a few seconds to make sure that you have the right thing in your hand before you just start shooting? And then plus, why is every shot a kill shot? Why can't the shot be, let me shoot you in the leg or shoot you in the arm or shoot you somewhere else that's not in your heart, face, chest, running away? You could have shot him in the leg. I haven't seen the body cam video because I'm scared. I don't want to cry. I've already been crying because just yesterday they released footage of, well, not yesterday, I want to say maybe yesterday or a few days ago, they released footage of a Army guy, Army lieutenant. He is getting pulled over, and I don't know what he was pulled over for. They're saying that it was because of his plates, but his plates were visible. They were temporary tags, and they were visible. So, but of course they have to make up an excuse as to why they pulled him over, even though it wasn't a legit excuse. Yeah. So they pull him over. He's completely complying. Has his hands up out of the window, complying with them. And they spray him with pepper spray in his face. Dude was still calm. I would have lost my mind at that point. He was still calm. They're asking him to get out the car as he has his seatbelt on, but still telling him to have his hands up. So how you gonna have his hands up, get out the car, take out the seatbelt? You asking for too much. It's almost as if I was watching what is the name of that movie? I can't think of it at the moment, but it is the movie with the Wayans brothers, in which you can see, like, where he tells him, get on your knees and then get up and then rub on your belly and say, rubber baby bubby bunker. Like, you asking him to do all these different things, and it's just like he complying, doing everything you want him to do, and it's just like you want him to do more and more and more and more and more until what? You shoot the hell out of him? Like, yeah. So he's complying, has his hands up. They get him out the car. He has the seatbelt on. He's dangling by the seatbelt, and they're still saying, get out the car. And I'm like, he's in the fucking seatbelt. Like, oh, sorry for the cussing. But yeah, he's in the seatbelt. So finally, they get him out the car, and the thing that really hurt my feelings is they took this man. Forget the fact that he was half black and Hispanic, so a minority. Forget that. Put this man on all fours, and as he's pleading for what are y'all doing this to me for, he's saying that I'm a good citizen. He's saying that I respect law enforcement. He's talking about the fact that he's in the Army. It didn't matter. He was in Army gear. He had the whole, I don't know what you want to call it, he had the whole Army outfit on. That didn't matter. Man, come on now. We had a black president and they were still talking about him. It don't matter how high you get up. In some people's eyes, you still a minority or a poor white, and that's all they see you as. It hurt my feelings when I saw them take him to the ground like that. Because I'm like, damn. So he's serving. He's trying to be upstanding, and you still take his manhood like that, right? And make him feel less than. And my baby daddy is military. He tells me a lot of stuff that he had to go through. Like, a lot of stuff they had to go through. And way more than a police officer had to go through just to be able to train and do all this stuff. And really, that's how you do him? Yeah. I am not anti-cop, and I want everybody to know that. I am anti-bad cop, just like I am anti-bad banker. I am anti-bad doctor. I am anti-bad grocery store worker. I am anti-bad anybody that does wrong at their job. Then you shouldn't have that job. It's just plain and simple. If one day I decide that I'm going to steal customers' information and start using it on my own accord, I don't need my job, right? I don't need it, because at this point I'm stealing from customers. I have broken the trust with not only my corporations, but our shareholders and as well as our customers. And I have stolen. So therefore, I cannot be trusted. And I cannot work at my job. Same thing for a doctor. If your doctor just decided they was going to start killing patients, he probably shouldn't have his job. She probably shouldn't have her job. Same thing should go for the officers. They probably should not have their job. If you just have all these reports against you, like really at my job, if you get reported like 3 times, that's it. You are gone. But Shavner, I think he got reported on like 19 times and you were still there. Come on now. Come on now. I would think 3 strikes and your ass is out. But I guess it's 19, 30 strikes and then you out. So I'm done with my rant for today. I want everybody to please watch the trial. Don't catch it secondhand, third hand, whatever. Catch it first hand. Because you should. That's where you get more of your facts from, and it won't get diluted through the news. I watch the news, but of course we know sometimes they dramatize it and they dilute it. So watch for yourself. I always say, even with politics, if you're going to know what's really happening in politics, watch what's happening on the actual Senate floor. Watch what's actually happening on the floor of Congress. Stop watching the news first and then drawing your opinions at that point. Watch what's actually going on when they're having these hearings. And you'll see who's actually fighting for you and who actually is not fighting for you. So yeah, let's hope with all this police reform comes along and that we learn to love one another. Even for the officers that did wrong, I pray for them. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody needs prayer. We all fall short, right? We all do things that we're not supposed to do. I've done things that I wasn't supposed to do in my life. So let's just all try to start loving one another a little bit more, because I really do feel like we just slipping back. We were moving forward, but we're slipping back dramatically, and things need to change. This is not the way Jesus would want us to act, and I think Jesus keeps trying to punch us in the face with messages, and we're ignoring them. And we need to kind of wake up and have a real conversation about how we can be a more peaceable society. All right. So that's my rant. I love you guys. Bye.